Alright, alright. Okay, hello, yeah. Yeah, totally unexpected. A weeknight stream from me, from yours truly, Poncho Smith. Very unusual, I realize that. Yeah. No, we're not actually playing baseball, don't worry. I wouldn't betray you that much with a sports ball game. Okay, so I think without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into this. We're gonna go ahead and, I'm just gonna play a game that I've had in my possession, or that has been a part of my life since I was like 5.5 years old. Why not? They just put it on eShop, so I'm honestly shocked that it took them so long to put it up. So anyway, let's go. Okay, just gotta remember what I'm doing here. Okay, Super Mario Land. Well, probably the first Game Boy game I played, and probably owned. I don't think... Probably the first one my folks actually bought, because Tetris was the pack-in game at the time. I want to say I got this for... I can't remember exactly when. I'm gonna go with, like, maybe Christmas of 90? Not entirely sure. Oh, and yeah, we're playing on the default Game Boy Color palette for this particular game. If you look closely, I guess we kind of got almost like a bit of a brown and almost pink sort of look for Mario here. I don't know. Maybe it just looks that way because I have it, like, right up close to my face now. Anyway. We're going right along. Oh, this is interesting. This is something I always like to do. Hold on, I don't think I did that trick. See, if you keep jumping like that, if you're, like, just kind of touch forward, like so, and you keep jumping, you don't even have to hold anything on the direction pad to keep going in that direction. Keep jumping in that direction. So this is all gonna go fairly easily, fairly quickly. I know you do get a second quest, technically, for beating this the first time, because again, Mario Land, I never beat it back in the day. As a matter of fact, I don't think I beat it until, like, 97, I want to say. Because I was small and I sucked at every game I absolutely sucked at every game I played back then. Now, I could be speeding up, if I chose to speed up. Oh, look. Well, we're just gonna take our time here. Just gonna do things. Pace ourselves. Nice and slow. Apologies for the noise. Two people live here, and there's not really a whole lot I can do about that right now. Let me see if I can get the top row every time. Ah, only one extra life. Better than nothing. It all adds up. All adds up in the end. Okay, so these guys aren't even called Goombas. What I really should have done is, like, gotten a hold of, like... Well, I don't have the instruction manuals on hand with me. But I at least could have put that in another window and actually tell you what some of these things are called. Some wild names, too. Alright. I want to say that... Okay. Yeah, no one-up mushrooms, because you're not able to, you know, discern the color green on a Game Boy screen. So it's, you know, hearts on the handheld. I know I can, kill them with the magic ball. That's not a fireball, that's a, I guess, hard ball. Super Happy Fun Ball. Do not tease Super Happy Fun Ball, because Mario has lots of Super Happy Fun Balls that do not like being teased. Up and down and up and down. Yeah, another thing about this ball, it can collect coins. And that's two secret one-ups in this stage. Well, one of them was secret, that one was a bit more obvious to find. Can I... Okay. Oop, okay, screwed that jump. Wait, can I get it to ricochet To get him... No, apparently not. I want to see if I can get all 8 top row exits. Top floor exits, I suppose. Okay, so... When I was really small, this looked really damn cool. We're no longer in the castle, we're in a pyramid. Although then again, I guess Mario Bros. 2 technically had parts that went into pyramids. Yeah, lots of places where you can find coins. Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10... Okay. And I think that's the only coin block in this particular underground passage. But yeah, they really went for, like, kind of like an international sort of flair with some of their stages here. Obviously, this is themed after Egypt. On an actual Game Boy, you know, those would have blended in a lot more. But for whatever reason, the booby-trapped blocks are made, you know, painfully obvious. I think I missed out on another block going up. Oh well. Should I bother trying to get these other coins? Sure, why not? It's not gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt at all. That ain't gonna hurt me at all. See, I growing up, I kind of had a thing of, like, trying to avoid taking hits, taking damage at any cost. So I would always, you know, bypass that little section with the coins underneath. Because I never wanted to take damage. But, let's see. I used to be pretty fussy that way. But I don't really care for perfection too much nowadays. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, just 5. Just 5 balls killed the Great Sphinx. And I will pull up those names later. I will pull those names up at some point, just not right now. Maybe right when we're doing, like, the second quest. We'll go ahead and do that. Okay, introduction of Daisy. Was actually an insect. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. That's sort of been a recurring theme with all my girlfriends. Oh, 3 lives. Nice. Alright, happiest song in the game. Best song in the game, actually. And again, I do like, the Fourth Kingdom theme. I do like it quite a bit, but this is the one that I guess went viral. Or went viral the most. You know, people make videos of kittens playing to this, track. And, you know, I, for one, can't really blame them. Okay, so this... Excuse me. Ooh, fire flower. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can grab here. Yeah, I think I probably just completely borked my chance of, jumping up on that particular platform to go upward. I want to see if I can do a trick shot with the assistant ball, with the helper ball. Okay, that's more like it. Hello, this is the Zoological Association in North America. We're notified that there may be an example of the rare sphinx at the stream. If you encounter it, please ensure that you leave it alive, as it may be the last living creature of the species. We would like to retain it for study. Thank you. You know what? Why didn't I show you a very rare undersea creature instead? Maybe that'll, I think it's past the Sphinx's bedtime. So we'll go ahead and encounter another mythic creature. There's probably got to be like a Sphinx VTuber out there or something. Egyptian themed. There has to be at least a couple. Doesn't this just make you smile? Doesn't this track just fill your heart with starlight and sunshine? Not Mario Sunshine. That game is butt. How you doing, Cappy? Happy Wednesday to you. Hope everything is going well. Alright. Another coin room. There are people who are horny for that Sphinx animal. Crossing villagers, so there must be... Oh, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if they were specifically a horny VTuber, too. But yeah, as you've probably been listening, this game has been a part of my life for a very, very long time. I was kinda sort of old enough, or cognizant enough to remember the Game Boy launch. Come on. I wasn't supposed to die in a Baby Easy Mario game. Okay. Well, you know what? We got lives to spare. We got lives all day. We don't have to worry about that. Over 30 years and still dying. Like, when did this hit the, Game Boy came out in Japan in, I want to say 89, hit the US in 90. Yeah, like 34 years? See, we made double our lives back. Double our lives back. Like, was this Mario's flying saucer? Okay, up we go. Yeah, like, how did he end up there? Came out in July 31. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. You know what? My folks probably didn't get this right away. It probably had a decent library of... I just kind of, screwed the pooch on that one, too. I only have 17 lives to finish the game with now. Oh, well. Let's see. Now, I know there is something you can do here. Or there is some, like, secret, you know, kind of, like, invisible pathway, along there. But I want to say 90 is probably when I got my Game Boy. Right. Oh, I think it was, like, under there. Hold on. I see. Alas, I am too big. Can I do the trick again? Hold on. Jump. I can do the jumps without pushing the D-pad forward. I think this is also the first time we had any kind of robotic enemy appearing in a Mario game. With those two-tiered... not two-tiered, I don't know how you would call it. The robots with the detachable headpiece, which can be used as a projectile against you. The robot probably has some kind of, like, weird, funky name, too. Come on. Alright. I mean, not funky, as in gotta love the iconic invincibility music. They did switch it up here. They did switch it up. Oh, there's another invisible block somewhere. There we go. Yeah, it's midweek, and I just want something to, I just want to throw something on that'll make people happy. Kinda like this song. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can make that jump. Okay, cool. Ooh, little bit of screen friction there. So, if you're familiar with Treasure, stuff like Gunstar Heroes, Dynamite Headdy, how they would always pivot to, like, the random shmup stage in their game? Well, boy, have I got news for you. Mario did that shit first. As we are now a shoot 'em up. We are now a shooty-pewty. under the sea. Oops, okay. Oh. Well, I guess we're not getting that star, but you know what? We don't really need it. And this is a point in time where I switch over to the analog stick on my controller. Because it's so easy to maneuver that way. So we've got the tuna. Let's swim 3 in a row. We got the octopi, which, explode. They should have brought back Mario into the sub. Brought back the Mario sub. Well, maybe one day. Maybe one day. And this is not the only time we'll be seeing a shmup level in here. Hey, coins that spell my name. We're learning how to count and spell. Who says video games can't be educational? One of my favorite things to do in grade school computer class was to play, I guess, I don't remember what version of the game it was. This is... I know this guy has the word dragon in his name. Well, he had the word dragon in his name. But this kind of carries over a couple things from, like, the first Mario Bros. With the little plunger switch at the end. If I didn't want to bother with the fight, I could have shot out those blocks and, you know, just scurried on straight to the end. But we opted not to do that. Oh no, she's an octopus now. I don't know about you, but I'm not fond of my girl having tentacles. Just a personal thing. You do like the Mega Man boss door. Yeah, that is a nice little touch. Okay, we are somewhere out east, I suppose. You know, with the Moai heads. Apparently that became memeable, some time ago. I know one of the newer T-Voobers for the Cover Me company, is very much associated with that imagery. Okay, let's see. All right. I'm pretty sure the spikes are insta-kill. Hey, guess what? The spikes are an insta-kill. All right. Well, now I need another mushroom. Ah, never mind, it's just more coins. Yeah, so this is usually where my playthrough of this game would end when I was like 5 or 6. Ooh. I don't remember the, Oh yeah, you jump on the turtles in this game, they explode. So you gotta kind of, you know, gotta kind of move your ass there. Alright. Okay, and we have the Bullet Bills there. Oh, we got more running rock men. How does he run so fast without legs? Let's see. I guess when I was small, the thing with wings, the Moai head with wings, for me, I guess it was always difficult for me to gauge exactly where its hitbox was. Always made it somewhat treacherous to try and jump on successfully. Has Mario saved communism yet? He's working on it. He's working on it, Beepner. And that comment made me die. No, it didn't. Yeah, so... yeah, this is a self-indulgent, selfish nostalgia stream. Well, you know what? Most of my streams are that way. Gradius Stage. Yes, currently he's engaging in imperialism by invading Easter Island. What would they call the denizens of Easter Island? Easterners? Like what exactly? That much was never really clear to me. there. Alright, nice. Can I do a trick jump here? No. Wait, come on. Let's try this again. Okay, that's what I wanted to do the first time. The Moai heads were made by the Rapa Nui people, according to Wikipedia. Okay. Okay, so we are taking on them, I suppose. Ooh, alright. Like, how is he so fast without legs? He's... Before Emi Katawa Shoujo, there was Moai head without legs as the fastest thing without legs. A Katawa Shoujo reference in Super Mario Land stream. How about that? They even have a weird name for the boulders here, if I'm not mistaken. And we jump up like so. I think we got a few more of these to work our way through. We've got ourselves another balcony seat. There we go. La 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 la. Alright. One life, one extra life. Okay. Ooh, okay. So, this may be spooky if your name is Iffy. Because not only do we have spiders, not only do we have to deal with a spider in this stage, you know, one variety of spider is bad enough. But tragically, we gotta deal with two types of spiders. We got the ones that sit there and wait for you to approach, and then we got the guys who are a little more proactive. 2 balls to kill a spider. Remember that. And I think as a kid, I think like when this game was a newish, this was probably as far as I ever got. Because my dumb child brain found it difficult to... I still find it difficult to process really tiny platforms. Platforms that are like 1 Mario wide. Forgive me, it's been a little while since I played this. Not you. Not you. Alright. I have you scouted at the very least. Alright. Little bit of fancy mid-air control. Alright, the mush is mine. Alright. Ball flower, ball flower. Give me a ball flower. That would make me extra happy today. You kinda get smushed into like a Squidward-looking thing when you jump and kill him. What resolution do you think it's most authentic to watch the stream in? I don't have a preference. Watch it in, you know, whatever resolution makes you the happiest. Whatever makes sense for you. Because I want you to enjoy it the way that you most enjoy it. Okay. Jump, jump, jump. Never mind. See, I get those moments where I try to correct but end up overcorrecting. And I'm wondering how we're gonna do this with 23 lives and now. Okay. We've got more of an open air sort of arrangement here. And now that I think about it, the very first time I finished this game, it was in February of 1997. I was out with my folks, I guess we were doing our annual clothes shopping. Post-Christmas clothes shopping. And I don't remember exactly where we went to. I guess we were searching, we were driving along the Central Florida area, looking for strip malls. What were we looking for? I don't know, maybe like a Sears or a Macy's outlet store. I don't remember exactly where. You know, but we were, like, trying to buy, like, new shirts and, like, pants for, like, school year. Although by that point we were already in, like, the second semester. But I remember beating this game for the very first time that day in 1997. And I remember that day specifically. Okay, so it was February 13th, 1997. And I remember that day because the following day was February 14, 1997. And that is the day that the younger of my younger siblings, the third Poncho brother, was born. So that's something that I'll always, you know, kind of associate with this game. Alright, I think we're good. Oh. See, for the longest time, I wasn't even sure if the balls could even kill the stone guys. It takes 3, so they're a little tankier than your standard enemies, which take, like, 2. Okay. This can be a little... Speaking of tanky, this guy takes a lot of hits, and it does not... Well, we're not going to be able to, do that today. So we'll just jump the rocks, jump on the boulders, and, yeah. Meh, meh, meh. No, that's not the actual boss I'm fighting. I'm just, I'm hitting buttons on the Seraphim soundboard. Ah, man. I hate it when my girlfriends end up having 8 legs and trying to eat me. Well, we get our flower back. We get our flower power back. That's hot. Well... Daisy is quirked up, so quirked up like that. Well, that happens sometimes. So we are in the Far Eastern Kingdom. This place has a fucking name. And we need to keep our fireballs on us because we are, we encounter those weird, I guess, Chinese ghost dudes. The only way to kill them for good is with the fireball. Yeah, Bebies too. You can jump and kill those, by the way, I don't have the timing down. But I like the song a lot, too. A lot of earworms in this game. I mean, not very advanced, but, you know, they know to bring it with their compositions. So if you jump on those guys, they stay that way for a bit, but then they reanimate, come to life. Come to life, spring back to life, if you will. And that's a 1-up. Alright. Is this vague China? It's... Yeah. Kinda sort of vague Chinese-ish. It's vaguely West Taiwanese. Bring them to life like Evanescence. Oh, we wouldn't get Evanescence for a little while. I don't know, what's another contemporary song, contemporary to 1989, that we could put up here? Ooh, didn't want that, didn't want that. Poncho, you're gonna have to apologize like John Cena for saying that. Look, man. Look, man. You don't have to worry about your social credit score dropping when you never had any social credit to begin with. Oh. Okay, more coins. I only take antisocial cash. 2, 3, jump again. Oop, okay. I had to kind of force it forward on there. Alright. Alright. Pay me in the form of a single antisocial by Anthrax. I thought of an antisocial song, but it wasn't that one. It was... huh. Almost forgot about that one-up. I knew there was a one-up there. I'll have you know that Poncho was an expert in the implementation of Deng Xiaoping thought. I'm not, but Joe probably is. The discography of G.G. Allen. No, he had a song called Antisocial Masturbator. Hi, Polly, how you doing? Yes, this is... We are running out of time. Holy fuck. Slow down. Just a little bit, though. 82 seconds. What am I gonna do with 82 seconds left on the clock? Ba 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 ba. But hey, thanks for dropping by on a Wednesday night. We got all the cool people here. We got all the people that matter. Alright. More vaguely, West Taiwan sounding, environments, or sounding music. Super Mario Professor Lando. Yeah, I haven't been able to get a decent, anything going during the weeknights for a couple of weeks. And the reason for that is, my brother has had company over to watch the NBA playoffs. But the one dude that Dan has over to watch the playoffs with him, because I'm fucking not watching any sports, he is out of state this week. So I can commandeer the streaming space. All for myself again. The way it should be. Come on. I can't do the trick. Wouldn't let me do the trick. Those very much look like the plants from, Mario Bros. 2. Okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Let's see, I just need you to come back. Come back to me. So, in a couple of weeks, it will be my actual birthday. And, as you might expect, I am being hit up. I am being questioned by some of the family members if there is anything in particular that I may want. Fire-breathing snake. I guess maybe that's a descendant of Triclide. Oh, get back here. Get back here. So I'm wondering... I'm toying with the idea of asking for a gift that I could stream at a later date. And I'm also asking them to pay for a VTuber model. Nah, they think I'm too much of a weirdo if I ever try to stunt like that. But for the week... Oh, okay, so here's the other shmup level. We're in an airplane now. Having stream games in the back pocket isn't a bad idea. I know, and my back pockets are decidedly wide. And deep. Time to make a VTuber of some guy just wearing a poncho. There's probably a few folks like that. It wouldn't surprise me if there were. You just gotta know where to look. Bruce Willis and Unbreakable. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so these guys you can actually kill, but okay, these guys are probably the tankiest normal enemies in the game. They're little sparky satellite things. And we're fighting guys in spaceships, we're fighting flying chickens. Okay, cool. Look at him in his adorable little airplane and his little aviator helmet. Yeah, Tails isn't the only one who can fly a plane. That's enough. At least the invincibility music is public domain instead of ripping off Jesus Christ Superstar. I think I vaguely remember hearing something along those lines. Or somebody making reference to that a long time ago. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking birthday-wise, since my birthday falls in a weekday, I'm probably not going to be able to do a long stream. So here's what I'm thinking. Sometime during the week of my birthday, like the week, like on one of the days, like the weekend after the 4th, the weekend of, June 4. I believe I talked about, I'm sure you remember last year I streamed, Super Mario RPG all the way through. Also, we're fighting a cloud. We're fighting air vapor. We were fighting air vapor, we're not fighting anything now. And just give it a minute, we are fighting Tatanga. I always found it funny that his name was Tatonga, because at the time I became aware of this video game, okay, genuine question, if Daisy came back, why didn't this guy come back? Well, he did come back, technically, but he only came back as a normal boss in, Super Mario Land 2. Because Wario sucked all the oxygen out of the room. Your quest is over. And they found another... So he ditched the airplane. Classic Wario, too sexy, Tatonga was outshone. Well, yeah, that's what happens. It's like, when I probably heard of Tatonga, then a few years later, in the WWF, now WWE, you had a wrestler named Tatanka, who was a proud Native American warrior. Who was big for a little bit in 1993. Tatanka! Buffalo! Yes! Did you get that from OSW reviews? And did you know that buffalo, 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 buffalo is a complete sentence? Dances with wolves. Yeah. So basically, here's what I'm thinking. A friend told me Tatanka meant buffalo when I was in, like, 3rd grade. Buffalo wings and dip. I don't really like buffalo sauce. Always, like, tastes too much like vinegar to me. Just vinegar and heat, not a lot of flavor there. Or at least not flavor I would want in my wings. When in doubt, play Mario Party 3. I could, but I don't think I'm going to. So my tentative plan for birthday week. So like on the actual 4th, which is on a Tuesday, I don't actually go into work that day. Cap gonna have to organize a Mario Party collab stream, yeah. Cappy, we're holding you to that. Thanks for promising that. That we're all gonna get together and play, Mario Party on a Cappy stream. I feel like getting Switch Online just to play Sin and Punishment and canceling that. No, you're awkward with... I think you could hold your own. Number one, I think you're eloquent and sophisticated enough to handle that. Number one. Number two... Look, you can trust Polly. Don't put Cap on Ira's team. Don't worry, don't worry. No, just schedule it, but don't actually tell Ira. That's how you do it. That's how you sneak through. Okay, what was I saying? Yes, okay, so I don't actually work on the 4th. The Dark Side Phil Defenders, yeah. Ira's just jealous that DSP has more drip and more Riz than he'll ever have. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Shots fucking fired. Okay, birthday plans. It goes a little something like this. Don't worry, I'll play the second quest in a little bit. I'll play hard mode in a moment. So on the 4th, I don't go into the office, but I am getting my teeth cleaned that day. Shouldn't take too long, and I think I'll have enough energy to do a little get-together, a little birthday stream, a little powwow. Wow, sticking with the Native American theme. I don't know what I'm gonna do there. I might turn the Discord on, have people come around, chat, maybe do some activities, maybe, I don't know. And the actual weekend, like the Saturday after my birthday, I am really close to deciding to stream Super Mario RPG front to back again. Only this time it'll be the Switch version. And it should go a lot faster because it's a much easier game, at least the main game is. Let's start again. So how does that sound? That's sort of what I'm thinking of. Of course, if I am going to stream my birthday, I am gonna have to send out like invites to people. I haven't sent out like actual like invites and like you are cordially welcome to blah. Actually, the last time I did that, I did like a PowerPoint sort of thing. Or god damn it, I did like a PowerPoint, hastily thrown together PowerPoint telling everybody about the telling everybody about my Mario RPG birthday stream. Like hasty and like scuffed as all hell, but who cares? Yeah, we got a lot of exploding turtles. We got the flies coming from the sky. It's much more intense now. Actually, I was thinking of, like... What was he standing on? The man was not standing on anything. Mario RPG, the only follow-up is Mario RPG 2, which is... technically... the first Paper Mario? I mean, at some point in production, they called it Super Mario RPG 2, but... Paper Mario 1 is nice. I've toyed with going back to that one. I've toyed with going back to that and, Mario and Luigi for the Game Boy Advance. Now that I have Switch Online, or now that I've had... When is, the 1,000-Year Door? Yeah, I'm aware of... Yeah, I know. The 1,000-Year Door comes back again. Alright, I took a hit there. Alright, he's gonna jump out of the way. Oh, I can drop down there too. I still have my, my GameCube copy. You already had that, it was called Half-Life. I still have my GameCube copy of 1,000-Year Door. Have Origami King, I don't know when I'm gonna get to it. I mean, I'm left with the impression that it's been a while since they made, you know, an actual good, Paper Mario anything. Okay, we got the Buzzes, the Buzzy Bees, the Buzzy People. Or Explodey Tortoises. Or explodey. Tortai. Some people like Color Splash. Origami King was the closest apparently, but they made battles not matter. Alright. Got the one up there. Thank you, Mr. Freeman, but our sequel is in another castle. Guess I gotta wait you out. I technically have... I do have... In my mad dash to, like, buy everything up before that eShop closed, I did get a hold of Super Paper Mario, but I've never touched it. I think I had clearance game. I think I had the space to avoid that. I think you programmed your hitboxes wrong. But you know what? We can do this again. That's nice. Super Paper Mario has a great story, but the gameplay gets bored. But the gameplay gets boring. I could see that. Didn't it have that one spot where it was just Princess Peach just roasting the shit out of, like, fanboys or surrogate for fanboys? In Half-Life, Mario Freeman is a humble physicist with a PhD. He uses an iconic Jump Brand crowbar to kill Goombas that latch onto your head. All I know about that one is I like to go on forums and complain about games I've never played. So, a long time ago on a forum I used to frequent, one of our regulars was an independent Flash animator who had sort of a notorious reputation on this forum for kinda having for having some very opinionated opinions. Redundant, I know. Ready to subtweet Rhett like that. That was way before I knew Rhett existed. But yeah, there was this individual. He was an aspiring animator. He had some Flash stuff to his name. And I missed that one up, and I hate it. I hate it here. Yeah, but this dude had a bit of a reputation for being, you know, kind of a snarky fellow, kind of a guy who wore his heart on his sleeve, kind of a fellow with a chip on his shoulder. And that also extended that extended to, like, animation. He would, like, totally, like, talk shit about shows he didn't like. Talk shit about games he didn't like. I think he had one comment about Super Mario, about Thousand Year Door. About how easy it was and how the only hard part of the game was, like, the challenge pit. But that was only, like, 5% of the game. Yes, hacks, I know. So I thought about... Oh, God damn it. Oh, more falling blocks. I swear I had some wiggle room there, game. Okay, we can make it back. We can make it back. But yeah, so one day on the forum, on, like, the news section, we get there's sort of a message. This forum was considered sort of something of a big deal online at the time, and we get on the splash page, on the front page, we get a picture of an individual who shares the exact same name of this other aspiring animator. And there were two op-eds. You had the first op-ed of the guy who... Were you on Newgrounds? I knew of Newgrounds. I occasionally went on Newgrounds. Well, I frequently went on Newgrounds, but that's not what I'm talking about. So anyway. So, we have a situation where you have one animator who is an aspiring, who wants to get into the industry, who's kind of an abrasive asshole, and then you have another animator who already has, who's fairly new, but he's gotten some credits in the industry. And I guess what happened was someone approached him about this individual who had some rather acerbic takes. Not Harry Partridge. Not Harry Partridge. A much blander name, and I think that might give it away. But basically, this animator who's already had contacts, who's already worked on some things, worked on some projects, was mistaken for the online asshole. So, the forum I went to on its splash page had like a pair of op-eds. One from each animator. One from the guy who was mistaken for the acerbic asshole, and another op-ed from the acerbic asshole himself saying, "I actually love the industry. Come on, buddy. Let's collaborate. Let's be nice. Let's be homies." Yeah. I think he later like changed his username and kind of had like to slink away from like using forums. Tune changes real quick. Yeah. I think he later just basically sort of stopped using the boards altogether after another controversy, this time, the Prince Michael Jackson collab that could have been. Yeah. I wish I knew about niche Flash animators. He ended up no longer being on the forums, no longer he was actually a mod on this forum. And, he eventually, he got into another tiff over something he said. And I think it was, he said some, I guess, unflattering things in reference to, Boondocks creator Aaron Magruder. And I think the backlash from that was a little, it got a little too hot for him. So he kind of pieced out. He Phil fished his way, out of internet life, for the most part. 2000s internet. Vaguely remember a guy who made a rant about videos and how he hated anime. And Photoshop memes with furry fan art. Oh, one thing that asshole animator got famous for. Again, with a lot of his very, very critical, almost constant video game hot takes. So on this particular forum, every year we celebrate April Fools. All the forums get a massive overhaul. All the moderators would get, man, we had a forum for a long time. They ever a big drama bomb. But if I'm understanding correctly, you kept a pretty you weren't afraid to crack the whip there. You didn't fuck around. You ran a pretty tight ship. Remember when that Styles was a dick? And we banned him twice. Twice. Oh, you mean... Oh, you mean Hutch? Styles Hutchman? But you kept him around. You brought him... You let him hang around. No, the one that had a really fun flameout. God damn it. No, we had a very long conversation the night our IRC launched. About what would and wouldn't fly, I take it. He was never a dick, yeah. Sometimes you gotta sit people down. You gotta explain. You gotta tell them what the score is. You gotta tell them, what their words and actions, what impact their words and actions are having. And generally just understanding where we're coming from. What was he in, chronic, shithead troll mode? Something like that? Because I wasn't around, I joined that forum, fairly late. I was very much a Johnny-come-lately. Shit, I still feel like a Johnny-come-lately compared to people like Rhett, compared to John, compared to Beepner. Yeah, shit, Neggy, when I warned him, he changed his... Oh, yeah, he went full edgelord. Full edgelord there, man. I could see why you needed to have, like, the little sit-down with him. Is it weird that when I first joined and, I started, I think I only really had, like, direct interactions with Polly when I started using Twitter, really. And then I kind of sort of got it into my head that, like, should I be speaking this much? Should we be, like, replying to each other this much? What if some of the regulars, I don't know, get a little jealous and then they're afraid that, oh no, who's this punk? He's trying to take our Polly away from us. I know that's a stupid thought to have now. I know that's a stupid thought to have now, but one time I was on a forum where a guy was a prominent mod and had his wife on the forum, was actually younger than he said, was not married, had gotten a female friend to impersonate his wife, and this all fell apart when he met another woman on a forum he was interested in real life. See, trying to lie that much, trying to deceive that much, I would never do that. Because that feels like a fucking full-time job. And I would never want a full-time job on the internet. No. Please. Just take me out back and Persona 3 me. If that were ever the case. That's, well... You commit to the bit, I guess. You commit to the bit. Yeah. I think I was going to talk about something else. And I think we still had to do with the asshole animator. So, like, it was June 4, well, not June 4, it was April 1st. And around this time, the forums, like, sort of changed everything, you know, to make it, like, look real, like, to make it just like a hellscape. We had an Adult Swim forum, and then that got turned into the Inuyasha fan forum. Another weird guy who wrote romantic fan fiction about Tails and Cosmo the plant from Sonic X. No, the one I remember, I remember two real fucked up situations come to mind. I am Inuyasha the dog boy. Yes, they changed the Adult Swim board to the Inuyasha fan board, and I think one of the mods changed their pick to an Inuyasha cosplayer. I think Beepner's very own forum and forced it into a cute Hello Kitty theme. Look. Well, every time I think about Beepner, the first thing I think about is Hello Kitty, and every time I think about Hello Kitty, the first thing I think about is Beepner. And I think they changed the anime form. I don't know how the fuck they did it, but they made the whole thing look like, what about Cinema Roll? That's not ringing a bell for me. But they made their anime form look like, they changed it to look like, 4chan. That's the gag they pulled one April 1st. But also, the asshole animator, another one of our users. Oh, what people like to do is they like to steal, other people's avatars for a day, and then impersonate them. So someone took the animator and the tagline for this asshole animator, and basically started a thread in the video game forums titled "Every game I do not own sucks." And the only comment they left in there, the only comment they left for that forum, or left for that thread, was "discuss." And then the asshole animator took a look at this and said, you know, I've been busting my ass to try and, you know, make my way into the industry, try to make connections, Try to get my name out there, and people doing shit like this, doesn't help. And I don't know why you're doing this. He basically got all butthurt that somebody was calling him out in his shit, then he got all precious. Precious about it. Leave Britney alone! Actually, now that I'm remembering that time that Paris Hilton went to jail, that news story broke on my birthday, too! I truly have lived a very blessed life. I absolutely have. She might not have, like, gotten arrested there, but... yeah. But I know that's when the news story broke. Anyway. Alright, here we are. I think the only Socks Make People Sexy dramas I can think of was... well, I don't know if this even counts as a drama, because you sort of nip that shit in the bud, like, really quickly. I vaguely remember there was someone who wanted to do... do I want to leave a hint? Well, this dude wasn't a sex pest, he just had a stick up his ass. He was also a big Ed, and Eddie fan. Ed, and Eddie fan, too, from what I remember. Yeah, but as far as shit that went down on SMPS, Sliders and Socks, the only things I can think of... the first one, I'm not even sure counts as, like, a drama. It seems like someone may have had an earnest idea, but I don't think you wanted to be, like, associated with that. Someone was doing, like, a forum let's play or discussion, or wanted to do it, of the, what was it? The Columbine RPG. I remember someone tried to post about that, but I think that was closed, like, really fucking fast. Because I can't imagine anybody wanting to touch that shit with, like, a 10-foot pole. Which, yeah, like, 100% understandable. And the only other weird thing that happened... and I remember this because someone's name was actually involved. I'm not even familiar with that RPG for the... yes! Yeah, basically, it's from the perspective of the perpetrators of that crime. I know other people on YouTube have talked about this, but this person, I think, was trying to do, like, a, like a Let's Play, sort of informed style, like something Awful used to do. And I guess, yeah, understandably, you know, you guys just didn't want anything to do with that. I think the only other little drama I think, I remember from, Sliders and Socks was, yeah. And again, that's something you probably don't even want your name attached to, something you don't want your site attached to. You know, and it just makes sense. Okay, let me finish the fucking thought. The only other weird thing I remember from Sliders and Socks was whatever happened with Alex Hill. I know he wrote a couple of things. Then apparently he was unhappy with the site for some reason. And I think on one of your podcasts I made a reference to that during like one of your early call-in shows, Polly. I remember to make the Alex Hill joke. Like, has Alex Hill called in yet? Because I'm funny like that. Alex Hill is one of those guys that calls everything woke now. Didn't he like call everybody on the site like I want to say that it was his impression that everybody there was like some kind of negative Nancy, or that was a hovel of negativity or something, malcontent boomers or something of that description. All I know is you ended up putting up, I think you put up, "We love you, Alex Hill," somewhere on your site. If that was the dude's actual name. What am I gonna do here? Whoa, okay, stalactites. Stalactites are the ones that fall, right? Alex Hill moved on, became an accountant, lived a decent life, with a deep shame for his younger self. One can only hope. I don't think I ever really had, like, an edgelord phase, per se. Like, come on. I have my regrets from my teenage years, which were the 2000s. My teenage years were from, like, the mid-90s to about, what, 2005? Yeah, something like that. Let's see, jump. Okay, that worked out a little better. I'm a little more, I'm satisfied with that. I don't really think I had an edgelord phase. I never really, you know, went out of my way to piss people off. And I think that might have had something to do with the fact that by the time I really... What was that? By the time I really started interneting in earnest, like, I was already, like, a little older. I was, like, 19 or something. I was never an edgelord, but I didn't think about too many important things very carefully. You're far from the only one in that boat, honestly. You know, some shit, it just takes time. It just takes a little distance, a little time, a little reflection. I mean, I certainly know. Ernest saves the internet. Yes, that's... Oh, Jim Varney. You were too good for this world. That's the name of the actor who played Ernest. That dude was in the he was in the third Three Ninjas movie, which had Hulk Hogan in it. So Jim Varney was in a no, he was in a movie with both Hulk Hogan and Lonnie Anderson. Game. I had the space. I had plenty of room to maneuver there. Escape from Thunder Mountain. Escape from a certain mountain, sure. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Well, we didn't get sent back. I think that death might have moved us a mountain of shit. Mountain of cocky dookie bullfuck shit piss. I'd rather guzzle rotten turpentine while having my head shoved up a porcupine's asshole. Am I doing it right, James? Am I doing it right? Alright, now. Excuse me, game! How did I land on him? Yeah, 2 spiders. Like, one wasn't enough. What's with all these spiders in this game? I made the jump, game. You are being less than cooperative with me. Okay. 1, 2... Jump again. Jump. There we go. Like, so many spiders in this game, they might as well call it Boo Haunted House. Like something along those lines, right? Okay, made her life's back. Okie doke. Alright, I just need you to come back my way. Oh, come on. Well, got an extra life as a little bit of a buffer. So I'm not too upset with that. Like, I'm not really used to playing this on a controller. I've always played this on, like, a handheld. I still have... I don't think it's the copy that my folks bought for me, but I do have a copy of Super Mario Land physical cartridge sitting around somewhere. And I also have this on, got this on 3DS eShop. But you can't, you know, put the color on it, though. That's kinda lame. Alright, made that jump. Cool, baby, cool. Nothing of importance in there. Yeah. Can't do that. Jumping up higher and higher. Yeah, I don't... to this day, I don't really understand people who get, like, kicked off of forums, or, like, banned, or anything like that. To me, that always felt like something you really had to go out of your way to do. Like literally, like, threaten someone's life or some shit like that. I mean, I can be petty, but I don't have it in me to be that petty. Know what I mean? And I don't think I ever really had a falling out with, like, in any online community that I've ever had. It's just... I'll tell you how petty I'm not. Is that a reference to something? I feel like it is. Like a song or whatever. So petty, I'm running down a dream. So petty, we're free falling. So petty, we're spending our last dance with Mary Jane. We're too petty to back down. There you go. Alright, I'll take the hit there. We are American Girl levels of petty here. Destroy Super Mario on purpose. One time I fell out with the community from back in the day and just for funs, I logged out and tried to log in with an admin as the username and pass it, and it worked. I did not destroy their forum. That's a, You showed an incredible level of restraint there. Pen testing. Blah, 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 blah. Ugly Fallout 2. I think I even messaged the head admin afterward about it. Like, hey, you know, fix your shit. You just got backdoored by me. Alright, what can I do here? Can you fall into the pit? Okay, well, one of them fell into the hole. Okay. Alright, I am using the game's AI against itself. Wait a minute, little backdoor Polly. Let's see. Oh, the Doors had a song called Backdoor Man. Yeah. Although that was actually like a blues cover. Not a Jim Morrison original. Okay, big jump. That's coins. I can't throw my balls at these ghost fellows. Oh well. Jump on the explodey tortoise. Okay, up and away. Okay, there we go. There's my vegetation. My visitation for vegetation. The balls are inert. Not in my hands, they're not. What? Okay. We'll take you down. Okay. I should probably speed it up. But I don't want to. Whoa, okay. Alright, jump there. Ooh, nice shot. I believe that in the instruction manual, I think the piranha plants that you shoot up and the piranha plants that come from upside down, they, for whatever reason, have different names. Okay, down we go, down we go. I'm trying to think of stalactites and stalagmites. I'm trying to think if I have any other 2000s online stories that I wish to dispense with. I think I might have already told the story where I got half of my current username from. It was from a guy... Video games gave me the impression that getting crushed by a falling stalactite would be more of a common problem. Video games told me that having to walk across lava would be more of a common problem. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. Oof. Slow down, lots of slow down. The floor is off, it wasn't a children's game, it was survival training. Bum ba 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 bum bum bum. Alright, one more. Well, one more before we do another shmup stage. I always thought that these platforms look like little treasure chests. They kinda got that, like, sort of like, you know, dome shape to the top of them. I mean, at least that's what it looked like to me on the tiny screen. Come on. A little closer, mate. A little closer. Alright. That's more like it. Alright. The 2000s were a time of contrasts. They absolutely were. 2000s. The era where Queer Eye for the Straight Guy taught me what a half-tuck was. And I would eventually discover the Food Network. Some of the best years ever. Well... I can't tell you. Is that where you tuck one ball? It's like... Okay, so you know how you tuck in a shirt? You basically leave half of the front of one part of the shirt out. That's the half tuck. Some of the years ever. Okay, I'm in the middle of Marioing. It can get kind of hectic. The year of all time. The years of all time. There we go. God, that reminds me of, like, every time you, like, read a magazine, and it's, like, a retrospective of, like, something that happened 40 years ago, and, like, 1948, the year that changed the world. Well, I mean, the world changes every year, motherfucker. Oh, no, nothing to apologize for. I'm the best days of my life. In the summer of '69. That's all the Bryan Adams you're getting from me. God. But, you know one song I probably liked a little too much? That I thought was the coolest shit ever? When Bryan Adams did that song with Rod Stewart and Sting for, I think there was like a Three Musketeers movie out at the time. That's one song I remember getting a lot of, either MTV or VH1 airplay back in the day. Do it all for one, and no... Wait, one for all for one. Do it all for one, and all for love. All for love. That one. That is a childhood poncho memory. Babby poncho memory. Alright. I wonder if how they decided to make this stage harder. With, like, I don't know, more chickens? More chimkins? They have to reprise it for a My Hero Academia movie. I would not necessarily be opposed to that. But they would have to do it in, like, the old style, like the way they did it in the 90s. Because if they tried to do that now, they'd probably auto-tune everything and put, like, a fucking trap beat down somewhere. Because that's what music production is nowadays, right? I'm imagining Polly in the studio and someone going, well, just auto-tune it, and Polly be like, I don't want to auto-tune it! Learn to fucking sing! Realizing how Queen didn't get a revamped pop song, different lyrics, like Prince... Oh, how the Queen... Okay, I gotcha. I don't know, that would have required, Paul McCartney to do another... When I have to auto-tune, I just kinda do it on autopilot. Understandable. La 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 la. Heard on NPR they're teaching kids to use AI in audio production classes. Oh, the fists are here, the fists of doom. There we go. And now I have to fight... Okay, just another cloud. Yeah, the fight is the same as before. Okay. Alright, we'll fight Tatanga one more time. One more time for posterity. They generated a song, and we're like, it sounds like Bob Dylan. By Bob Dylan, you mean dog shit. I mean, I like some Dylan stuff. I'm not the biggest fan, but I did get a couple of his discs. Blonde on Blonde, Blood on the Tracks. And we have won the game again, on hard mode. We have won the second quest. La la la. La 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 la. I like when Jesus and the Mary Chain and Susie and the Banshees both covered Bob Dylan. I know Susie and the Banshees. I did a cover of, Hey Prudence by the Beatles. That one I do know. And when NXS ripped off the cards for drop... Oh, yeah, Subterranean Homesick Blues for Meditate. I remember that one. They played it right after the, Need You Tonight video. It was usually played in, like, one go. Like, 2 parts of one video. Chili Peppers also covered Dylan. A few people covered Dylan. PJ Harvey did, Highway 61 Revisited. That was on her, Rid of Me album. Look out, kid.
Look out, kid. Wonder what you did. This is my go-to Bob Dylan voice.
Although I think it hems a bit closer to the way Weird Al does it. I don't know, everybody loved poking fun at Dylan.
But we don't even get this Dylan anymore. It's how do you say? I'm knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door.
I think that's the most you can expect from Dylan now. Although his Christmas album was interesting. And we can stage select. Okay, that's the one. That's the one. Alright, we'll go back to the game selection. Minus world. Okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. There was also another game, another really early game around that time. That probably isn't very good, but we're gonna put it on anyway. Simply because I also have this cartridge. Somehow, I didn't buy it, but somehow I ended up with it. Alleyway, Brick Breaker, Arkanoid. What? Yes, Arkanoid. What other games do they have for this sort of genre of paddleball? Breakout. That's probably it. All right. I never finished this game. I don't even know if this game has an ending, so you know what? Let's find out. Also, I will be cheating like a son of a bitch here. So we're just going... This is like solitaire with a paddle. Those plinkly little piano keys always just sort of hit a strange nostalgic spot for me. Now, granted, I was also toying with the idea of, like, following this up with Mario Land 2, but, I already did that stream. You would say they struck a chord, yes. So yes, you were getting the genuine Poncho playing Game Boy in 1991 experience. Which is this shit. Actually, this game I do believe belonged to the children of another tenant in the apartment we lived in back in the day, who was tight with my mother. And I think I might have just helped myself to this one, but I get the feeling that they probably didn't miss it much. I don't think anyone really misses Alleyway very much. Justin Parrish, Jeremy Parrish didn't miss this one very much. This is the first time I'm seeing it. This was featured in this was still getting write-ups in still being referenced by Nintendo fairly late. It was one of the games in the Game Boy ads, yeah. Also, for that little player's guide that they put out along with the Super Game Boy, they also mentioned Alleyway. Now, if I could just get the ball to do what I want it to do, everything's going to be fine, everything's going to be happy, I will be reasonably content if I can break all these bricks with this ball, and if I can get the ball to go in the direction I would like it to. This is the authentic Alleyway experience, just a lot of this shit. What you're seeing right now? Yeah, this is Alleyway. Just trying to figure out, do I have to kind of zhuzh it in a different direction? Zhuzh. I'm using zhuzh in reference to Alleyway. I don't know why. Like, what would... I have got butter chicken now. Ah, from Authentic Indian Place. I haven't had Indian in a while, using butter chicken words. No, I learned zhuzh. Again, that's another thing I learned from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. How to do the half tuck, and what the fuck zhuzh was. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Zhuzh up your half-tuck, absolutely. Everything about life from Queer Eye. Well, let's just say I bought more collared shirts as a result. I got another funny related Queer Eye thing. I have a friend, or met someone online back in like 04, 05. We still communicate every now and again via Facebook. And, basically this girl kind of took up some of my habits as well, namely the, my Food Network watching habits. And, she developed some feelings for, former Queer Eye personality and current, Food Network personality Ted Allen. And she made reference to like, I think Ted's really cute. And I remember bringing up to her, oh, Ted was one of the Fab Five. And she's like, shut the fuck up, now. They also said to reheat pizza in a frying pan, use a toaster oven. I think she got over that. She's married with a kid now. Okay. Boom. Blow. Boom. Blow. Boom. Blow. This is like the, oh no, you know he's gay, right? Oh no, now we'll never date. Let's see. Oh. Come on. I don't think I ever had, like, that kind of reaction, or had my heart crushed, by finding out that I was not the preferred sex of a celebrity I cared for. Evil level design. So, like, I think you get, like, there are 4, I guess, areas, 4 levels, each with, like, 3 sections. You have the stationary batch of blocks to break. You have the side scroll, the auto-scrolling, and then you have the part where the ceiling gradually comes down. And that gets followed up by a bonus stage. And that's Alleyway, essentially, in a nutshell. So, like, I don't think I've ever had, like, a reaction where, like, someone I've liked is like, oh no, you have no chance now because this woman likes other women. And I'm like, generally my reaction to that is, oh, cool, you go, girl. I don't know, I'm generally... no chance in hell. Yeah. I've heard it repeated by many wrestling pundits as of late, that, you know how typically, when you're a pro wrestler, you try to take your own personality, but blow it up to like 1,000, blow it up to like 11? In the case of someone like Vince McMahon, the character he played on TV, that was the more subdued version of him. Based on everything that's now come to light. Come on. Alright. Hey, we're not doing it as terribly as I thought we would. Okay. Can I get all the bonus blocks? Can I break all the blocks here? Probably not, but, well, you know, we'll give it the old college try. Yeah, but in terms of, like... I don't know, I just... When was the last time I really had, like, a crush on anyone? I really don't know. Oh, shit, I actually did it. Okay. We'll take it, then. We defeated, yes. Alright, now we have this. Now they're in little tiers. We have, like the tricolor, we have the 1, 2, 3 Jello. Or Jello 3, 2, 1, whatever it was. The one that had, like, 3 layers. Whatever that Jello snack was. It's like the one that looks like the dress that Nanako Persona 4 wore. And I always assumed that her dress was sort of like based off of that type of Jello treat from like the 80s. I don't know. Maybe it was earlier than that, like the 70s. I don't. Oh no, I shrank. We're experiencing something like Pong paddle shrinkage. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so yeah, just a lot of this. Actually saying, I don't know, lots of things remind me of like food, you know, advertising. Also, I was always interested at, like, anytime OSW reviews, Old School Wrestling Podcast, you know, they would have their What Bar segment. Like, what candy bar or snack packaging does this wrestler's attire remind you of? And I'm like, anytime Randy Savage was on screen when they did that, it was always something to behold. Like when I started watching wrestling, Randy Savage when it was in his weirdo space cowboy phase, like neon rodeo cowboy sort of phase. I think he like wore a abazaba, yeah. He would wear like shirts like tops to his wrestling attire. I think that was also around the time that like they were really cracking down on like steroid use, and like Randy had to come off the gas, and he wore the shirts to like sort of hide the fact that he wasn't as jacked as he used to be, even though he really he was never like, you know, Hogan big, like, you know, monstrously muscular. Cocaine was still fine. Actually, one of the first drugs they started testing for was cocaine. And I think that was right after, that was right at... It's Alleyway. No one gives a fuck if I cheat here. No one gives a fuck about a high score. Because I just want to see if this game has an ending. Yeah, but... I think they implemented the coke thing. They implemented their first drug test shortly after Iron Sheik and Jim Duggan got pulled over and arrested for possession. I think the bigger sin was the fact that in like the late 80s, you had the babyface Duggan and the hated heel Iron Sheik driving together, breaking kayfabe. I think if the locker room were upset at them for any reason, it was that. Because I think everybody was flying high back then. Alrighty then. I want to see... Can I pull off this trick too? I think the furthest I ever got in this game was like... the third stage. There we go! Finally! Someone's using my fucking Iron Sheik emoji. I put them there for a reason. Actually, now that I think about it, I might have to reevaluate that. Because I think those might be a little too specific to my, I guess, personality, to my idiosyncrasies. That probably go over, like, everybody else's heads. I'm like, you see Mike Patton in there, you see Axl Rose. You can make twerking emotes. Twerking Iron Sheik. I have Dancing Bird Kurt Cobain as an emoji, which you are free to use at any time. And that I have used, in the past. Come on. Just try to follow along. Try to follow along. Yep. Just missed it. Just there, just barely there. Then again, I think for some of them you need to have, like, you can use them if you have, like, enough points. I think some of those are still locked behind, like, subs or whatever. I mean, I'd make everything free, you know, to the public to use if I could. Yeah. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Come on, buddy. Beepner has gifted 5 subs to viewers. I think I put all mine on Frankerface. Thank you for the gifted subs. 5 people can use them. That's fantastic. Thank you kindly. You are far too generous. I do not... Fuck, man, I don't deserve you guys. Hello, Iffy. Hello, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah, we're playing Alleyway. We played Super Mario Land earlier, and now we're breaking bricks. And you, as a, there we go, there we go. There are my dancing Kurt birds. There we go. Yeah, I wonder if anyone who ever saw me put that in one of their chats understood the hilarious dissonance of that specific image. I actually had like a flashing rainbow version of the dancing Kurt emoji. Yeah, there's Bell Dandy. I had like a rainbow flashing image of the Curdy bird. But then I read, like, you can't have too many colors on screen, because Twitch don't like that. They don't want to be responsible for you causing seizures in somebody. And I'm like, okay, we'll pick one color. I acquiesce. I can make a reasonable accommodation when I need to. You know, you will get no complaints from me on that front. But playing Magic of Charizard is fine. Is that a particularly, flashy game? I only really read about it in, like, magazines. Gives you a seizure when you kill a boss. But that's every Genesis game. That's like half of every Genesis game. They may have toned some things down from like their original console releases, but like playing like the Genesis Classics collection or something, some of those games still get kind of like flashy. Some of them are still a little suspect, a little dodgy. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, when I learned that Mario Land was finally on, like, Switch Online, I'm like, why not? Why not? And I haven't streamed on, like, an actual weeknight in a little while. And there's no sports happening tonight, so, yeah, let's do this. Let's have a nice little, let's have some quality time. Let's do that. Let's see how much I can make Alleyway look interesting. Because I don't think you really can. Come on. It was... I think they should have given that to me. Come on. Come on. Come on, Bubba. Oh, this is great. This is great. I love this. I love this, man. I'm actually surprised that we still haven't gotten Donkey Kong 94 on Switch Online. You think it would have popped up sometime by now, ever since they put DK Mario vs. DK. God fuck. I really like that game. It's really good. I bet you have a story behind that. And we're all about the stories tonight. I've been rattling off a bunch of them. Okay. Big Koopa. Just hurt my brain. A little more puzzle-oriented than you were expecting? I know, like, I wasn't expecting as many puzzles as I got. Big turtle house, yes. Yeah, that was one thing I had to get used to. Also, DK94 was that Game Boy game that I kind of strong-armed my, my maternal grandmother into buying for me. Like, she was about to take the bus home to New York. She was visiting us after we had, like, moved down to Florida. And we were at the mall, near a KB store. And I kind of gave her the big puppy eyes. And that's how I got a Game Boy copy of Donkey Kong 94. I forgot about these. Like all the little windows. Yeah, we're busting windows now. You received a level 1... What the fuck's happening here? Received the level 1 Hype Train emote. I don't think I set up the thing for that yet. There's a lot of shit I gotta do. Stop that. I was reading. Like, is there a thing I can, like, put on the screen for that? Because this is, like, literally, like, I've never had hype trains before. I guess that's another thing I'm gonna have to, like, sit down and learn at some point. Hololive Alleyway when? They probably have, like, a fan game of it floating around somewhere already. Or at least it would not shock me if that were the case. Hololive is the new Toho. To this day, the only Toho I've played was the Metroidvania one. Like Toho something, whatever it was called. You played arguably the best one. Okay, Luna Nights, there we go. Luna Nights, that's actually pretty close to Lunar Nights for the DS, which I think was... That was part of the Boktai series, was it not? I own that for DS. I actually bought it from a GameStop back when I was a heavy DS player. I bought that in one go. I actually ended up with, like, a pretty big haul that day. I ended up with, like, three DS games. Not 3DS games, but 3 different DS games. I bought Lunar Nights. I bought, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. And I think I bought the second Phoenix Wright game. The second Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright, game. And, the guy who sold me the games, the cashier, told me, "This is an awesome game you bought. This is an awesome game you bought. This is an awesome game you bought." I felt complimented. I didn't mean for it to sound that deadpan. But that was a thing. That was a good haul. That's goosing up your taste, yes. Okay, now we're getting some weird movement here. Wait. Okay. Parallax Rolling. My favorite game store experience is when I bought Dead or Alive 3. Oh, how did that go? They just stared at me in disbelief. It was one of the fighting games, right? Not one of the, not one of the spin-offs. Like, legit punch you in the fucking face, Dead or Alive. Okay, yeah. 3 is the first fighting game, DOA on Xbox. Okay. I don't know, the fighting games tend to, Xbox exclusive, that one. Okay. I think the Xbox release, PS2, Xbox, GameCube era, was really the first time that I remember, I guess, gaming getting... kind of being a thing in popular culture. I mean, obviously, Nintendo ruled the world in the 80s, and you still had, like... I don't know, it was weird. It's like... I don't want to say that's when the normies started taking over gaming, because then I just sound like a gatekeeping asshole. But it just... There was a shift. There was a shift. Stop that. I want to get the ending. There was a shift around that period. The Halo effect, yeah. We'll call it that. I think more people got into it in the PlayStation era. Well, it was a big part. It was a big part. But I also think there was a lot of hype about, you know, just the big hype about Microsoft getting into the console business that, you know, that was, like, constantly in the headlines. And believe it or not, to date, well, you probably know this already because I've said it a bunch of times, I have never played anything on a Microsoft console. I guess generally speaking, I remember kids growing up around me saying that Sega was the cool kid console that probably grew up into the Halo kids. I don't... well... I mean, it was certainly marketed that way. Ooh, oh, I got the 1-up sound. The 1-up mushroom sound. Or Sonic cooler than Mario. Oh, they added Xbox exclusive Sega games like Panzer Dragoon Orta and Jet Set Radio Future. Yeah, Jet Set Radio. That was one I bounced off of completely. Just handled like frozen shit to me. And I think I left a Steam review talking about how bad the controls were. Then somebody in the comments tried to start shit with saying, "You just need to get good at the game," and I'm like, fuck you, man. How about a fucking 360 because of Tales of Vesperia launched on it, and I'm like, oh shit, all the RPGs are going here, and then they didn't. But I like my 360, so whatever. Like, I remember watching Derek Alexander's video on the 360. And the whole debacle with, like, the Red Ring of Death. And, like, how much they had to, like, reach into their pockets to try and, like, you know, save something from that situation. Are there any Xbox exclusive RPGs besides, Fable? Let me tell you something, you might be interested to know this, Iffy. I actually, got Tales of Vesperia for cheap a while ago. So, stay tuned to that. Not making any promises, but that's a definite possibility. And I've got a decent backlog of stuff I can pull for, like, stream material. Tales of Zestfully... Okay, looking forward to Leisure Suit Larry's stream. I don't know about that. I'm on the John train of not really liking Vesperia, but I understand people that do. I think the Tales games should all be, like, different enough for me to find something interesting about it. Shit, I still own Berseria. I still own, Velvet Crow game, and I never finished it. I think... Play Fantasia, well... Let's finish the Tales games I have first. Let's try to get that taken care of. Before I do anything else. Tales of Berserker. God, it's so funny. I have never played a Tales. People like it. Obviously, my jumping point as a GameCube owner was Tales of Symphonia. I think for a lot of people, that was probably their first Tales game. They're all so different, it's hard to give an answer to that. Yes, and Symphonia was one of the games I owned that I gave to that ex of mine for Christmas one year as a thank you for getting me a NES with a bunch of games on it. The girl made off with my GameCube. Girl made off with my, GBA player that I had screwed into that GameCube. Made off with, Tales of Symphonia. Made off with my Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Made off with my copy of Killer 7. Made off with made off with like a Pokemon game I somehow got my hands on. and made off with a spare copy of, Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Ages. That was a very lovely Christmas. And it got dumped like about a month later. You know how it goes. And you see why I have trust issues today. I say, give me that shit back, yo, I gotta flip these to pay rent. Well, that's kinda what ended up happening, like, a year later. Like 2 years later. I don't know. I don't really get attached to, like... Well, just a bonus stage, nobody cares. Yeah, I try not to get too attached to, like, physical... Do I remember this? We got Oracle of Seasons, that was the sign. Well, I had both Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages. It's just that I somehow ended up with a spare copy of, Oracle of Ages. I ended up with 2 copies of Oracle of Ages. I try not to get attached, but I still regret not having that thing sometimes, but life will go on. I mean, I could buy it back at, like, near extortion levels. Near extortion prices if I really wanted to. But, you know, I got other things to worry about. Also, I'm glad you guys are here. This is, like, the most I've spoken on stream in a while. Yeah, the speculation troglodytes have ruined it for me. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a thing. It's stuff. It's a material possession. And when it comes to material possessions, I'm like, so what? I don't need that many toys to be happy. Time for your dedicated Alleyway stream career. You found your niche. Yes. Yes, I have. I'm so glad I'm not a collector. Again, that... Collecting... Trying to hunt shit down. Again, feels like a full-time fucking job to me. And I am just not down with that. One full-time job is enough for me as it is. Thank you very much. Come on, come on. Having a bunch of shit just to have shit, yeah. Oh, the worst part is, at some point, you're gonna have to wipe the dust off of everything. And, like, I hate dusting. I do not feel that the amount of dust in my life is really warranted. I do not feel I live my life in a way that would, I love my place looking minimal now. Yeah, minimalism. That's what I'll call it. So, any of you gonna play... Are you ever gonna play any of these or try to flip them or what? Well, you know what? Fuck it. We still got lives to burn. And I'm a little longer now. Okay. Actually, I wonder, does my paddle shrink again? Let's try that again. One more time with feeling. With all the feels. You're gonna carry those feels. Right in the feels. There we go. Stage 10. Sadly, you aren't going to get the 100% ending now, Pepe. Who cares? Yeah, this is... So every second level of bricks, it turns into like a side-scrolling, sort of arrangement. And I guess they're mixing up the breakable bricks with the indestructible blocks. And you end up with something like this. Of course, if I were playing this on a Game Boy Color, or Super Game Boy, rather, I would have given it a much more attractive palette, given it a much more attractive hue than this. Come on. There we go, fish. Yes. We are the fish. Super Game Boy was dope. Yes, everybody thank Beepner. He is the true homie. He is the true MVP. I think the only Game Boy game I ever played was Pokemon. I mean, if you came up, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. You're not quite as crusty as the rest of us, Cappy. Not quite as decrepit as us yet. And speaking of decrepit, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Stop. Oh boy, 39 soon. 39 in a couple of weeks. But you know what? Through it all, I never stopped feeling like me. I've always felt like myself. And I think really that's the important part. I pay a little more attention there. Yes, I'm rewinding it. Number 1, it's Alleyway, who gives a fuck. Number 2, I don't see Mike Matei in this stream. Come on, just one more. Una vez más. Thank you. Okay. So this is where they sort of descend and fall. Wait, I think Alleyway is just 12 stages. I believe it's 12 stages. More like, hey now! This ain't, this ain't 90s Howard Stern, you know? Actually, that reminds me, this is what I was about to say earlier. I've heard the term zesty being used lately as a term for calling somebody fruity. I'm guessing zesty is the new fruity. And, like, when did that happen? Also, I've used Zest soap before, so when anybody says zesty, I immediately think of the soap. Yeah, you're not fully clean until you're zestfully clean. That's the tagline from the commercials. Yeah, putting lemon zest on something. Well, you can zest the citrus fruit, any citrus fruit, really. Orange, lime, lemon. I don't think very many people have ever zested, like, a pomelo. I've eaten pomelo before. It's like a less intense grapefruit. Apparently it has 20... Oh, Man, we're not even halfway done. I'm gonna zest our rambutan. Is that one of those hairy fruits? I miss Twin Nami's pomelo redeem. Okay. And the guy throws the laptop off the balcony. We're bouncing, we're breaking, we're bricking away. There we go. So I had a chance to... Ooh, new, extra happy life. New bonus life. Yeah. Just a lot of that. Busting up your brick shithouse. Well, did people actually make outhouses out of bricks? Because I imagine that's where the term brick shithouse comes from, but... that eventually became a term used to denote when someone was, like, short but muscular. And I'm assuming actual brick shithouses were not very tall structures. Then again, I'm not an archaeologist, nor am I an anthropologist, so I could be completely off base with that one. I think it's just a comically over-designed thing. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. Come on. When folks say douche canoe, well, I think people just like saying douche. There we... Come on. Come on, man. I remember terms like twat waffle. Oh, we got the piranha plant. So a while ago, I was thinking I was creative, and the phrase "fuck Mo" popped into my head, and then I later found out cromulent fuck crustable. Yeah. I thought I was creative when I thought of the word, like, the phrase "fuck Mo," but it turns out polyprob. But then I thought that "fuck Mojo" sounds like a wrestler name. I'm still waiting for someone on the indies to have a finishing move called the shit fucker. That's what I want from my independent wrestlers. Oh, we got the waves going. Okay. We got the Wario waves. Fuckmojo.com. There was a band called Stuck Mojo from the 90s. They actually... Fuck Watch Mojo. Yeah. I remember Stuck Mojo. They did a music video that featured Diamond Dallas Page and other prominent WCW wrestlers. Mojo Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. That's our nickname for the littlest Poncho brother. Evil Mojo Jojo. That's what we'd call him. I'll tell you what, this is the happiest I've been with a stream in a while. Being perfectly honest with you guys. And I hope you guys are getting something out of this too, just sort of, you know, shooting the shit on a Wednesday night. Shooting the shit on a weeknight. You know, we've been blessed enough to not have to be preempted by any kind of sporting event. At least nobody's playing tonight who anybody in this household would particularly care for. Boop, bop, boop. Wait, did I get shrunk? I got shrink raid. Let's see. Bouncy, 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 bounce. Pop it back up. WNBA is on. Oh. I was, not aware. The Fuck Mojos versus the Douche Canoes. The one I came up with that I think that I want people to use is bloviating shit spigot. That's one I came up with on my own. Come on, just a little higher, just a little higher. A little higher. Come on. Come on, man. There we go. Okay, stage 14. Maybe I can get some good kinetic energy going on here. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm just... No. I'm gonna have to sit down and think of other stuff I can add on to this whole presentation. Because the subs kind of caught me off guard. And now I do have, like, a specific thing for, like, when an individual subs. I do have something for that. I also have something for bits, too, but I haven't really had to, like, think about that just yet. I tend to call inanimate objects a cum rag. I know, William Regal, or as he was known in WCW, Lord Steven Regal. That guy, that British wrestler. Regal. I think he would call things a bloody toe rag. That was his preferred thing. And he's also the one who I learned the word besmirched from. I learned plebeian. Plebeian? Plebeian. I learned that word from Bob Backlund when he turned heel in 1994. What else? What else? Sounds like Volkswagen. Turag. Obviously, we all learned Slobberknocker from good old JR. By God, King, it's a Slobberknocker tonight! Everyone just kept saying jabroni in middle school. Yeah. That was fun. Alright, that went a little faster. Now I've got the descending W's, the descending Wa's. Oh yeah, there's also humanoids. That was a term coined by Bobby the Brain Heenan. And I think he recounted a number of years later, excuse me, I think he recounted like a number of years later that there were some fans that you know, referred to themselves as, you know, we're your humanoids, Bobby. Give him the old spinneroonie, yes. And Bobby Heenan's like, listen, humanoids was a pejorative term. Humanoids was supposed to be an insult to you guys. I don't know. Maybe things take on, like, new meanings. Like, what was... I'm trying to think of other terms that were meant to be, like, insult. You're gonna start calling jabronis bronies for short. Please don't. The whole bronies thing, that's something that I still don't fully understand. Wrestling is magic, brother! God. Well, let me tell you something, brother! Oh, and train real hard, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, and sit on my face, brother. That is literally like, honestly, that's the first HoloLive related thing I remember seeing anywhere. Amelia Watson going like, sit on my face, brother, in the Hulk Hogan voice. And then the video going like, what the fuck? It's literally like the first HoloLive thing. Stay in drugs, drink your school, and don't do milk. That was a parody somewhere. Oh boy. Okay, Saturday TV Funhouse. Okay, okay, I remember that. Yeah, that also had like the ambiguously gay duo. Crone's Doom playthrough was my first exposure. Corone. Well, I mean, in terms of like the cleaning up with Mr. T cereal. So I actually portrayed Mr. T during a skit in high school Spanish class. A classroom skit in Spanish class. No, okay, I did double duty. I did fucking double duty. First, I was Fidel Castro in a Spanish class being taught by a Cuban-American teacher. You know, because, okay, that was my fucking edgelord phase. And then I was Mr. T. There you go. Who says I don't have range? Pity them fools, yes. Fidel Castro, star of the hit video game Gorilla. That had Fidel and Shaved Guevara or something. I remember when, I guess his granddaughter did like, you know, pics for like a nudie magazine or something. Oh, okay, I've never seen... Okay, Bullet Bill. We're hitting the Pullet Pill. Che Guevara from those Rage Against the Machine shirts. There's a Flash movie where someone put Mr. T and 18 voice lines into all your bass. I would be surprised if somebody didn't do that. In fairness, if you were a real edgelord, you would have called her the G word. Well, this teacher's last name started with a G. Willett William, yeah. Goober, yes. Way too many goobers in high school back then. Kinda get the feeling that not very many of these teachers were all that, I think a lot of those How did we end up with Gooner when Coomer was, you know, kind of, you know, sort of explained it all? Oh, okay, now, we get to hurt Mario for real. It's Fat Nut Friday, you fucking gooners. Fat Nut Friday. Actually, I'm waiting on, I don't know, how did you end up cool when you already had Groovy? Cool's been around since, like, the fucking 1920s. And Cool never really went out of style. I've heard gnarly in the positive context and gnarly in the good context. Like, gnarly for cool, like tubular, and gnarly for, like, oh, man, I busted my ass on my skateboard and I got these gnarly, like, flesh wounds. We should bring back, gosh, you're swell. I think people say that sarcastically. Gosh, you're swell. I think people say it sarcastically, like, say it sarcastically and passive-aggressively, like, bless your heart. Bless your heart is Christianese for fuck this fucking fucker. That's thebomb.com. That's the bomb diggity. Yes, bless your fart. Yeah, bless everybody's farts. Come on, buddy. Come on. Oh, these angles are not helping me. Kinda like how my MySpace angles never really helped me either. Then again, I was never super quick to, really put my face out on anything. An American had to explain to me, like, bless your heart wasn't a nice thing to say. Yeah, it's outwardly polite, it's outwardly polite, passive-aggressive bullshit. That's what bless your heart is. It just... Having lived south of the Mason-Dixon line for so long, I hear stuff like have a blessed day, and it doesn't even really register with me anymore. Hail, hail Santa. Funny how much everything changes when you go south of the Ohio River. Yeah, I think it was Polly who ended up shocked that I have never actually been within the state lines of Ohio. Never been to Ohio. Pennsylvania? Yeah. Indiana? Yeah. Ohio? Just never really got around to it. Glad I'm safe. I'm glad I'm safe, too, but safe is, like a relative thing. Because given where I currently live, safe, well, you're never that safe. For a variety of reasons. What's in Ohio besides Cleveland, which rocks? That's a, I gotta drive to Michigan in a couple of weeks, which involved traversing Ohio for the second time this year. According to the Drew Carey Show. Do you want to know something wild? For the longest time, are you telling me that Florida isn't an idyllic 1950s wonderland?
It never was.
I don't know if that came through clearly. Columbus is okay, Cincy is sort of okay. The only places you would ever want to see in Ohio already start with C. Actually, wait a minute. Chillicothe, Coffee. That's a place in Ohio that starts with C. I know there's a recording school there, and I know there was a serial killer there. Skyline chili sucks. Oh. Actually, I did make chili, like, chilly the way you would think it. Favorite 5 aspects of Ohio. Uh. Oh shit! Someone's finally redeemed the Fave 5. Holy fuck! Favorite 5 aspects of Ohio. Well, let's see. 5 things I like about Ohio. Let me think. Oh shit, this is gonna be tougher than I thought. Oh, it's well-rounded. Uh... Oh, you did break me. You did break me. No. I'm trying to remember, has... If I could think of, bands I like... Okay, John Moxley is from there. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's fucking do this. Let's... Hold on. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. Let's do this. Let's get a text box going. Favorite 5 things about Ohio. I think we can bring that font down a little. Okay, and we can change the color to make it a little more readable. Uh, what's easy to see? You can see that shit, right? Okay. You can see that shit. Wait, should I make it a little darker? Should I make it a more saturated pink? I can read it. Okay. Let us see. Number 1. Since he seems like a pretty cool guy, let me recap. The following presidents are from Ohio: Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, James Abram Garfield, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, William Howard Taft, and Warren Gamaliel Harding. Oh, okay. Number 1. Devo is from there. Number 2. John Moxley, a.k.a. Dean... Not dead. He's not dead yet. Dean Ambrose is from there. Number 3. The Ohio Players had some good songs. Number 4. I'd probably pick Grant. He killed a good amount of Confederates. Okay, how about this? Pre-White House U.S. Grant. Because he was sloshed all the fucking time during his term. Alright. And, last one. They Ohio and Yata. Well, there is that. What do we got? What's one more thing I like about Ohio? I mean, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame would be an obvious one. I'm sticking with it's well-rounded because it's very funny to me. Is Ohio in, No, wait, Ohio is not a palindrome. It's colder than Florida. Well, most places are colder than Florida. At least in the U.S. Well, less humid. Less humid. Is there a hot dog style specific to it has 2 O's? It's just very rounded. What the fuck else we got? Nope, don't fall asleep on me, man. Don't fall asleep on me. God, one more thing. Shit, man. Is there anyone... Who else do I like who might have been from Ohio? Who the fuck else? No, wait, not Motown. That's Michigan. Okay, here we go. Guided by Voices is from there. They did that one album I like, B1000. There you go. There's your fave 5. Thank you for the redeem, Beepner. 5 favorite things that I like about the state of Ohio. Alright, discard the whole fucking thing. We're done with that. Okay. Remove. Okay. Alright. Back to ball busting. We're back to ball busting on these bricks. Okay, now we got the swirly Mario. Or this moving Mario. Okay. Let me pull that back up. Okay, nobody redeemed anything else while I wasn't looking, right? Okay. Alright. Okay, we can resume. Oh, get the piss back up there. I'm not paying attention. Although I'm not sure. We're probably not going to go for too much longer. Because we've already gotten going for like 2.5 hours, and I don't want to waste too much of your time on a weeknight. Because I imagine most people still have to work on Thursday. So we'll wrap up with Martio stages and maybe the next special stage, and we'll probably call it a stream there. So let me try and focus. But yeah, I'm glad I decided to go live tonight. I really am. I like the little back and forth. I like the little diversions we do. I think that if you stream for any reason, it should be, you know, for that reason. Oh yeah, we were talking about Ohio, Cleveland rocks. And so yeah, that means Drew Carey. Would it be weird for you if I told you that I thought Drew Carey, for whatever reason, I got it into my head that he was also playing Mimi? And they did it with, like, fucking camera tricks? I know they sound nothing alike, but... That's sort of the theory I kind of had working in my head for probably longer than was probably healthy. Man, I can't wait till you play Alleyway 2. I don't even know if there is an Alleyway 2. Maybe there's a proper breakout game somewhere. Actually, one of the old PC games I think we got for Christmas one year was like a breakout variant. Except you had, like, power-ups and shit. I don't even think we have that disc anymore. I think we got it the same year that a family friend of ours got us, like, one of the Tomb Raider games for, like, PC. I think it might have been, like, the 4th one. And I don't think, anybody... Allie Mae from, Guilty Gear. Alley Cuisine! How about that? And it all comes back to Food Network. God, man, I'm so sad about Chen Kenichi. It was actually one of the younger guys on that like a couple of the younger chefs they died before Mishiba, or I think is Michiba still alive? I think the dude's like in his 90s. The Italian one passed away, and Chen Kenichi, he was in the yellow uniform. He was the chef Chinese. Yeah, that one. But Chen Kenichi dying, I think that was more recent. That was like a couple years ago. I think Michiba is still around. He was old back then. And I think he's in his 90s. And Hiroyuki Sakai, the one in the red, the French chef. Morimoto is still alive, yeah, Morimoto, yeah. Michiba was the original Iron Chef Japan, yes. That he was. Like when Iron Chef came to America, you know, and I was watching the chairman, the new chairman they got. Mom watched every episode 50 times. My mom was more the soap opera type. Like, during the day. Mark Dacoscos. Mark Dacoscos. Dacoscos. Mark Dacoscos, yeah. So, I remember seeing him on TV for the first time. Chairman Kaga has voiced every Japanese incarnation of Golbez except in FF14, sadly. Yeah, but when I saw the new chairman on Food Network for Iron Chef America, I couldn't help but felt that the dude looked vaguely familiar, and I just could never put it. I could never put a face to it, or put a name to the face. Then I watched a video about the Double Dragon movie, and like, motherfucker, it's Jimmy Lee. Yeah. He was one half of Bimmy and Jimmy in the movie. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, boy. Alright. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there slowly but surely. Trying to convince us he's Chairman Kaga's new nephew. Well, I'm kind of used to that. Like, people claiming that their dad is somebody that isn't actually their dad. I remember when Big Show debuted in WCW as The Giant in 1995, and the big angle was he was Andre the Giant's son, and he was looking to get his revenge on Hulk Hogan. He would do his best Kabuki impression and say things like, "Beer!" I don't know how he actually did it. Yeah, but thinking about Paul White, you know, it's weird that Paul White was involved in two angles that involved his dead father. But his dead father was, like, different each time. Looks around frantically, he tried way too hard. Actually, Akebono recently passed. Akebono was the sumo wrestler that Big Show faced in a actual sumo-style match at WrestleMania one year. And, like, why they would book that, you know, is beyond me. Now, it isn't the first sumo match they had in WWE, because, like, back in the 90s, you had Earthquake and Yokozuna, challenging each other in a sumo match, where they took, like, they took the ropes off of the ring, and they did their sumo thing. And Earthquake, Earthquake, who actually trained as a sumo wrestler in Japan. The legit sumo guy beat the kayfabe sumo guy. Beat Yokozuna, who was not actually Japanese. The brother was Samoan. His last name was Anoa'i. Oh yeah, bring back naming wrestlers after the natural disaster. You had Earthquake. You had his tag team partner Typhoon. Kerry Von Erich, when he was in the WWF, he went by the Texas Tornado. Hurricane Helms, that's another one. Who else? I don't know, Thunderbolt Patterson? Really old wrestler from back in the day. Is there a volcano? I think you had a female wrestler in the old Glow organization. No, not Glow, not Glow. WOW, World of Women's Wrestling. That played in, like, the late 90s. And I think she had, like, there were the Four Horsemen. That does that count? Eh. Well, we're talking about natural disasters, not fairy tales. So anyway, what about an asteroid? Well, you had a dude named Planet Stasiak Famine and Pestilence, probably on the indies somewhere. You had a guy. We've had a couple of like intergalactic themed wrestlers in the past. Yeah, Planet Stasiak, Sean Stasiak, son of who the fuck? Stan Stasiak. Uh, Ember Moon. Well, she gave herself the name Moon because she's a Sailor Moon fan and she's a gigantic fucking dork. I don't know what her gimmick was supposed to be. She wrestles as Athena now for AEW and ROH. She had this big, brooding, like sort of like weird gothic entrance that was all spooky and shit. Then when the music hit, she took her like headpiece off and was like a typical "oh yeah" type of wrestler. You know, that sort of stuff. So I mean she's incredibly talented. She's really good, but that whole gimmick was a little confused. Muna Hoshinova. Okay. Oh, I now realize she has the word Nova in her name. Oh, look up, there was some weird spacey gimmicks, like Max Moon. That was originally supposed to go to Mexican wrestler Conan. But then he saw what they had and he was like, fuck this. Like, he was supposed to be, like, from outer space. Is Rene Pavlovia based on Pavlov's dog? Possibly. Possibly. Alright. I think she's supposed to be like a peacock or some kind of waterfowl. Like, who do they decide who joins the birds or not? Like, I don't think, what the, Subaru isn't actually a duck, she's just, what the fuck is her gimmick? She's like, they won't let Haka in, and that's a fucking shame, that's a fucking disgrace. We're supposed to know it's super easy to form coins on Holoco. It isn't like, baseball duck tomboy, Subaru is just, okay, so she's just a trope, just a dude, just like what Kyo Kaneko used to be, just a cheerful, happy guy. Oh, I prefer toaster strudels to Pop-Tarts. I haven't eaten a Pop-Tart in a good number of years. I don't really have a taste for them anymore. They should also let Gerard T. Rexford into Hollow Birds, because he's a dinosaur, and birds evolved from dinosaurs. And he made sure to point this out in some of his debut clips. But we can't do that, because somebody might get a bomb threat from a parasocial fan. Even though they tell those people to cut it out, but they'll still play into those weirdo fantasies. Just to make money off of him. Because that shit's too lucrative. Man, fuck idol culture. Anyway, come on, let me get those last couple of blocks. Let me get those last couple of blocks. I just asked for a few blocks. No parasocial, no super chat me. Yeah. I don't know. I would feel so fucking weird about taking money from people. Like in that way. I mean, I don't think I do anything that's worth, you know, paying for. This shit? No. There we go. Okay, let's see how this bonus stage goes. What do we got? Oh, we got a Goomba. We got a Goombaria. We got a Goombaria. Alright. Poncho isn't the next Doki Bird. I mean, I can probably sing better than Doki Bird. And again, I don't think that that's a terribly hard threshold to reach. Gunarbara. She admit, well, yeah, I mean, it's good to be honest with yourself. I like how the music speeds up there. Where are we? Stage 19? Well, you know what? You know what? We're far enough along. We can see this to the end. How about that? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You know what? Fuck it. We'll do it. We'll do it. Eye of the Tiger and all that nonsense. Actually, we're almost 3 hours, and I haven't used the intermission screen once. I really like that, I really like my intermission samba music, I guess. Whatever the Brazilian jazz is. Boop, blah, boop, blah, boop, blah, boop, blah, boop, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Actually, it just hit me. I'm gonna hit something of a milestone on YouTube. Not any official one, but when I upload the second half of my Crystallis run, I will have uploaded like 100 different videos to my channel. Like almost all of them are like VODs. I know they don't give out like play buttons for shit like that, but I don't know. It's good that I have like, you know, something to look back on. And actually on that topic, I gotta find time this weekend to dump some more of my recordings onto my big hard drive, onto the 14 terabyte external drive, because those 13 Sentinels streams, those in particular, those take up a lot of fucking space. They also take the longest to upload for some reason. Like, especially for the destruction mode sections. I don't think I have that much left to go in 13 Sentinels. I got most of the story beats out of the way, and I have another set of, like... Every missile is one... Basically, yeah. I mean, I went to look at my C drive, and, like, I was in the red already, and, like, shit. So, yeah, I'm trying to make that a regular practice. Alright. Come on, come on, come on. I'm also trying to think what I can do between... That's the actual plot of the game. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, this isn't exactly Major League Gaming type stuff. So we're just kind of futzing around here. Actually, you know what? I was almost sort of thinking of leaving the starting a Discord voice chat to try to work out the kinks for that. Because I am pretty insistent on doing my 24-hour Genesis stream first week of July. And there's no way I'm doing that alone. Harley gets on, farts, leaves. Well, she very well could. Actually, I tried to do that for, like, my birthday last year. You know, try to leave an open, like, Discord call so folks could, pop in. And Polly was the only one who talked to me. Maybe it'll be different, for this birthday. Who knows? It's now your birthday, and now all your friend is here. In the last hour, Rhett gets on and spams Hololive music at you to make the last hour harder. I have little to say most of the time. I mean, I've always found you to have, like, something insightful to say. I think you and I operate on, like, the same general wavelength. And I've always found you easy to get on with, honestly. I still have dreams of... I don't know, since the Sox cast is inactive, currently on hiatus, it might not matter too much now, but I've always had, like, a dream of doing, like, a Sox cast sort of, like, parody. With me, Beepner, and for some reason, I thought we were going to get... I might have dreamed it up once. That I had me, Beepy, and Iffy doing, like, a Sox cast parody. Just mimicking Polly and John. And Rort. The Gloves program. Am I just text-to-speech? I don't know. Are you better with the thiorisms or the redisms? Probably red. Okay. Well, like what would be parody ret? They both play Koikatsu. How do I get that up there for different reasons? Yeah. Rhet's jacking off. Oh, when is Rhett not jacking off? Okay. Come on, buddy. Just get up there. Get up there, buddy. Get up there, man. Get up there, dude. Get up there, brother. Get up there, dude. Get up there, Jack. Oh no, we got it into a loop on the top there. We have soft locked Alleyway. And it would be so funny if I actually did find a way to soft lock this game. Oh, that trouble for nothing. Come on, we'll do this eventually. Just, excuse me. Maybe now. Maybe. How about this? How about that? How about that? How about that? How about this? Oh, this is swell. This is swell. This is swell, Alleyway. Golly gee, you're swell. Bless your heart, Alleyway. Alright. Yep, this is the Alleyway experience. Unfiltered, uncut, uncooked. It's right there. Right there. Go. Go. Block. Eat the block. Eat the block. You're a ball. Eat the block. The block is your partner. Don't you want to mate with your partner, the block? Go smash. Smash up there. It is fucked up. I've heard of cock block, but not ball block. Well, this is the live ball blocking experience. Ugh. Come on, RNGesus. This game needs a tilt button or something. Come on, RNGesus. RNGesus, Japanesus, help me. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Aren Jesus, yes. Gracias, Jesus. De nada, mi hijo. Yay, we fucking did it. Vaya con Dio. Vaya con Ronnie James Dio. Alright, alright. So this should go a little more smoothly. Actually, the next two should probably go a little more smoothly. Boop. Block. Boop. Block. Alright. Boop. Block. Boop. Block. Boop. Block. Boop. Block. Boop. Block. Boop. This is it. This is the these are all the strats the pro gamers do. Has Alleyway, this version of Alleyway, has it ever been performed at GDQ or something? Not that I imagine that there's a big queue for that one. But it's something I do think about on occasion. And by on occasion, I mean I've never thought about that until now. Because I am thinking of shit to say to fill the dead fucking air. I'm always envious of people who are just really good at that. Obviously, you know, it's natural to take a moment to breathe, take a moment to compose your thoughts. But I'm just in awe of people who can just gab and gab and gab. I mean, that's gotta be like an acquired skill. That's something you only really pick up over time. Or at least that's what I tell myself. People speedrun pinball games. You know, I can believe that. Come on, I just need you to go up there. Just get a good break. Just get a good break. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Has anyone speedran 3D Space Cadet Pinball yet? Was there even a win condition? Like, how would you define win condition for a pinball game? Like a physical pinball machine. I mean, aside from, you know, like run the score counter back or whatever the fuck. Also, I'm okay, feeling all the bumpers, always playing clean. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid sure plays a mean pinball. I think that's the only song I remember off that album. I think it's the only radio single I remember. I've tried listening to Tommy a couple of times. I don't know, I think it's a little too up its own ass. Well, the songs don't really do much for me. I'm always more of a... I think if I had to pick one Who album, Who's Next would probably be it for me. I think there was a Power Rangers episode when a pinball machine turned into a monster. I think it was Pachinko. I think that's the episode where Jason developed a crippling addiction to Pachinko. Or the machine possessed him to get him addicted to playing more Pachinko. I think that's how it went. And I think there were one of the little kids who looked up to him, asked him for help for something, and like, not now, kid, I'm playing Pachinko, and like, you really disappoint me, Jason. Or disappoint me, Adam, or whoever these fucking Power Rangers are. I think Jason was the original Red Ranger. Come on. Oh, on the topic of Rangers, and, you know, we're bringing up VTubers and whatnot, I am astounded that nobody's thought to debut a Sentai-themed, VTuber group yet. You know, I mean, Japanese audiences would understand it because they know what Sentai is. English-speaking audiences would understand it. They know what Power Rangers are. Must have been Pachinko. Really? I know they had, like, helmets. I know they, like, brought up, like, helmet assets once. But I don't think they really go, like, full balls to the wall with it. And Treya said that one of her outfits was based on Gridman, yeah. Well, I mean, like, really goes, like, the full Monty. Really just goes, like I said before, just really goes balls to the wall with the whole Sentai presentation. Then again, that might be tricky, because you would have to draw, like, 2 separate models. 2 separate rigs. One for the Liver in their civilian outfit, and one in their, Sentai outfit. I could see why someone might balk at that. It's a little extra work. You basically have to be debuting with 2 outfits. A nude base model first, then base your alternate costumes on top of that. Come on, one more. One more. One more. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we have the falling wall. Or falling ceiling, rather. What is a ceiling but a wall for the sky? Come on. It's age 21, we can do this. It could be all of us. Kusoge Sentai Sox Ranger. Yeah. Blip. Blip. You know what sucks? Applying ceiling spackle. I was the kid that always knocked the spackle off of the ceiling, because I thought it was funny. You gotta flip the house upside down first. Yeah, like a Symphony of the Night. Make the ceiling the floor. Get to it, Alucard. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy boy. Alright, and I have now been afflicted with shrinkage. Alucard, the original house flipper. Yes. Property Brothers, Castlevania Edition. Absolutely. Come on, come on. I mean, this'll resolve itself soon, I hope. Alright. Come on. Come on, man. Come on. I wonder if Paulie ever guessed the animator I was referring to. From my story. Me seeing 2 vampire hunters in any context. Well, if it isn't the Belmont brothers. Did Daddy Belmont actually have siblings? I don't remember if I played enough Castlevania games to see that in the, official lore. Belmont Brothers Moving Company. Mario Belmont and Luigi Belmont. No, it's Belmont. Belmont, and, Plumbers are close enough, yeah. Oh, how the fuck do I keep missing that? Belmont, and Trevor Belmont. There we go. I was trying to remember of the guy who was older than Simon. Victor Belmondo. Yeah, just get these out of the way. Get these out of the way. Just a little more. Just a little more, please. Poor favor. Christopher B. Christopher Lee. I feel like I would make funnier comments if I watched more movies. Like, I remember back in the day, before memes, and before, like, GIFs from, like, shows and whatnot, you had to, like, quote movies and songs and TV shows at other people in fucking person. You actually had to do that shit for real. Before memes, we had to make one Adam Sandler movie last for years. Yeah, something like that. Where's the commode in this dungeon? I gotta take a squirt. Oh, come on. Come on. More blocks to break. I think the physics are wrong. The physics were kinda wrong on that one. Come. Get back there. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We are making some forward momentum here. We move forward, we think forward. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's one block. 2 block. Last one, last one, last one. Combo, combo. Get the combo. Wombo combo. Excuse me. They lull you into a false sense of security. It's right there. Okay, it's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Ball. Smash that block. That block wants you to smash it. Come on. You can do this. That block is your waifu. You don't like your waifu? It was right there! Right there, man. Right there. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Game, you're hurting my feelings. You are hurting my feelings. You have felted all my feels. This is fantastic. My controller's gonna fucking disconnect and fall asleep before too long. There we go. There we go. We only have to do this like 3 more times. It's a cheap. Get rotated block, yes. We rotated the block. Well, actually, if we did rotate the block, it might have gone a little faster. Okay, If we rotated the block, it would be Tetris, yeah. And, we are never playing Tetris again. I can't do that. I will never become a Tetris Grandmaster. Just was never in the cards for me. I saw the, like the Tetris documentary that I think, Gaming Historian or somebody did. That's got quite the story. I just hope the guy who came up with it was adequately compensated in one way or another. Because the dude deserved it. Or some kind of recognition, even if it is under capitalism. Come on. Alright, let's try this. We got the, We got like a big nest in the center. His name was all over the nest box. Anyway, I hope that dude's living his best life. Alright, almost there. Oh, I see how this is gonna go. I see what's happening here. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. I'm trying to figure out what's going to be the bigger pain in the ass. The stuff in the center or the stuff on the sides. Alright, let's try that. Alright, alright. Alright, if we can get some moved to the United States as a natural, lives in Quiet Hill, Washington, has a wife, Nina, who she had 2 sons named Peter and Dimitri. But Peter with that spelling. Oh, he condemned Russia's role in the Ukraine. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, okay. Alright, seems like an all-around decent guy. All you can really ask of anyone these days. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you don't leave a place because you're happy there. Not if you can help it. Alright. Did that guy eat at Gorbachev's Pizza Hut? Yeah, that dude was in, like, the Pizza Hut commercials, wasn't he? Alright. Here we are again. Well, at least we got everything on that side. Excuse me. Alright, what's the play here? What's the play of the game? What's the play, man? Gorbachev! Oh, that's a new one. Hold on, hold on. Readjust. No, we're continuing. Ah, fuck it, I'll let that one go. Alright, I'm extended again. I don't know how much that's really going to help at this point. Wait. No, not that way. Maybe. Alright, well, we got that one. I would like you to go there. Go back that way. I would not do that. I'm so close to finishing Alleyway. I just want to get this done. Just want to get this over and done with, man. Okay, we're almost there. If you couldn't tell, I still don't have the best grasp on Alleyway physics. Okay, one more block. Alright. I was afraid that one block was gonna take like an hour and a half to do. Alright, now we've got... Yeah, I definitely would have never even gotten close to this had I tried to do this legit. Had we tried to do this legit. One more block. The story of Hideki Kamiya. See, I was about to say Kojima at first, but then I remembered there's another guy. But you know what? If you're gonna use social media, I say block whoever the fuck you want. There are people I've had muted for, like, close to, like, 8 years now, because of reasons. And my life's been much happier as a result. Oh, I thought, oh. See, like, I thought, when they, like, trapped the ball between those platforms, like, I thought, are they gonna crush me? Am I gonna lose a life here? But then I remembered the ball is not, in fact, Mario. Although Mario is in that paddle. Because paddling is another job that Mario does. It's another thing he has written on his crush 'em. Crush 'em. That album also had like Breadline on it. Crush him. Speaking of Megadeth, Yuko Urei is the only VTuber I know of who has performed Megadeth songs for her karaoke. She tends to favor Sweating Bullets though. That's the one I hear. I know she's done multiple times. I'm like, holy shit! They finally won with actual fucking taste. Which one did Siguro? Maybe a few of them. System of a Down's a little more recent than Megadeth, so maybe a couple of them. Oh, Rosami from Niji Sanji. She doesn't say shit. She doesn't say words like shit and dick, because she is pure say so idol. Vesper did crank that Soldier Boy. When is the Poncho Scarla collab? I'm working on it. I want to work with the liver who's the biggest girl failure in existence. I just remember Ollie cracking up because she learned there's a sporting goods store called Dick's. Of course she would. I don't know. Ollie was one of those I was scared for on a couple of levels. Number one, I'm scared for her vocal cords, because I think she might have had to, like... I think when she debuted, she was going, like, full, like, balls to the wall. There we go, but more balls to more walls. Des said sticking it during Apex once, and she lost it for 10 minutes. But Ollie is one of those ones that almost makes me a little bit scared. Number one, for her vocal cords, because sometime, like, after her debut... You could hear that, like, she was having, like, throat problems, voice problems, and, like, you know, things that sounded like signs of, like, vocal damage. And, like, you know, you never want that. Did it do it with Hachim on one of the festivals? I could see that. And, like, I guess on another level, I'm always a little concerned for the Indonesia livers. Because Indonesia... being a predominantly Muslim country, it's always in the back of my mind that, like, well, does this country have, I know they have, like, distinctions, like, legal distinctions, they have, like, civil law for non-Muslims, and they have, like, Islamic law for, like, that tend to deal with, like, family matters, family issues, and or whatnot. But I'm always a little concerned that, like, someone with a stick up his ass is gonna, like, try to call, like, the halal police on one of the ID livers and, like, I don't know, try to get them swatted or something, or whatever the equivalent is. Yeah, there's some not great stuff going on there. I think they're pretty well off. Rene and Muna at least come from money. I don't know, maybe the whole concept of, like, trying to swat someone really isn't a thing in that culture. I've heard that, like, in terms of, like, the parasocial shit, that the Southeast Asia fans, they do a really good job of, like, stamping that shit out. Which is why you don't really see, like, you know, people really losing their shit anytime, you know, the boys and girls interact. Yeah, And that's been pointed out several times, much to the astonishment of people from Southeast Asia, who commentate on, like, VTubers and whatnot. They, like, you know, they in regards to that, they got their shit together. Kobos fans are called Kobokers, which means to take a shit. There was no toping... You know, they made it work. They I think they wisely sort of pushed the sibling dynamic over there because, oh, people with, you know, that shade of blue hair, they're obviously related, but they know what the roles are. Then, you know, they figured out a shtick, they play it up, and, you know, they work that angle well. And, you know, and you need talents that, you know, I think that speaks to how versatile some of their talents are. You know, just sort of like, that can play off like any angle. You need people who contain multitudes, people who are flexible. You need utility players, basically. Okay. Alright, what am I doing here? It's in, what is that? It almost looks like that thing's in like an hourglass. Or it is an hourglass-shaped, shaped something or another. Shaped doohickey, shaped sigil. Come on, I just need one straight up the middle. Contra C on the right, yeah. Alright. Concho that board. Man. Speaking of edgelord, I came up with one a while ago. If I was a Guilty Gear character, and one of my special moves was shoving my fingers up people's asses, would they call me Concho Smith? That's me going edgy. And let me be clear. I do not believe in that kind of thing unless it is between consenting parties, consenting legal age parties, obviously. Faust, yeah, that's they took it away. They gave him in the new Guilty Gear some kind of Puerto Rican flavor. Put a little stank on it. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't do very much that would be coded as such. I feel like at times I barely qualify. I think I'm kind of in like the in the Kai Psychota department. Technically yes, but I barely qualify. What's the term they have? Do something out of left field. Well, I'm working on it. Pretending to be Belgian. You know, I am... No, let me put it this way. Nobody's mistaking me for Iron Mouse anytime soon. Hell, I don't think anyone's ever gonna fucking mistake me for, like, fucking Gold Bullet either. Oh. Here we are again! First verse, same as the second. Second verse, same as the first. Alright, just... I just need those blocks in the middle, man. Just a few more. Just a few more, and we are free. We are free from Alleyway. I want to be free from Alleyway. Do you want to be free from Alleyway? I'm sure you do. I'm sure you absolutely want to be. You know, I want that back. I want that back. Okay, who cares? 7 lives. Let's do this. Just a little more. Just a little more. Just not that many blocks left. Not that many blocks left. Oh, this is swell. Golly gee, this game is just the bee's knees, honey. You could be the first streamer from, like, Djibouti. I don't want to take that away from actual African streamers. I don't want to take that away from actual African livers. I don't know how many are out there, but it'd be cool if there were. Does he? I don't know. I don't really follow his tags. I mean, I'll leave him on as background noise every now and again. But there's outside of like the 5U Andrews and the 5U Annies out there. I really don't really bother with like big streamers, big livers really anymore. Lando has been sucked into Final Fantasy X1V. I'm sorry to hear that. Look, I'm not an MMO guy. And you know, I like taking the piss out of that every now and then. I take the piss out of everything. Just not in the edgelord. I'm an equal opportunity offender excuse that they give to just be straight up horrible. Stop that. He's a Phantasy Star vet. Just one! Go back down, go back down. You son of a bitch, just go back down, go in the middle. Let's try this again. Hold on. I had to scratch real quick. I feel like I'm imagining flying bugs biting me. Come on, come on. Yes, okay, good. Did we do it? Oh, we got bonus. We got the King of the Coopers here. We got the big bad, the big man, the big turtle, the guy who talks to his Princess Peach poster every night. Because nobody else would talk to him. Alright, I don't think we're really gonna perfect this one, but you know what, there's really no reason to. I'm not too... You know what, fuck it. Let the ball drop. Alright, nice oh shit, this does have an ending. Okay. Holy hell. You're Mike Patton as a bee. I think Watson is already a bee. Name Mr. Bumble. Try again. I don't think we will. I don't think we will. I think we're good. I think I've had enough. And I think you've had enough of me for one night. Instead of throw redeems, chat plays Wolf Mother. I really need to, like, take a week off and, like, really just see what I can do with, and just, you know, I want to look at the different features. I want to do more stuff. You know, and then this is just part of that process, you know? Thanks for stream. Hey, thank you for dropping in. It was Wednesday night. I wasn't sure I was going to get any... Excuse me. I wasn't sure I was going to get anybody. But... You know what? You kept it interesting. You did what you needed to do. You chatted. You conversated. You did your part. You guys do your part. I'll do mine. Mario rides in one of those tube things at the bank on that box art. You know what? Yeah, that's. I could see that. I could totally see that. All right. So that's a wrap from me. Who's floating around out there? Who's floating around? Okay, it's been a little while since we raided Reina Chu. Reina_Chu, who's playing Donkey Kong Country Uno. So we'll go pay her a visit. I will get that raid started momentarily. This was a fun one. You guys made it fun for me. You guys made it good for me. And I am appreciative of that. Thank you, Beepner, again, for throwing subs to everybody. Giving out subs like kittens. Opinions are like kittens, you're just giving them away. Little Modest Mouse for you. We're referencing that too. Alright, so I'll get that started, and I guess we'll sign off now. As always, Poncho Smith, signing off. Good night. Good luck. Catch you in the next one. Later, guys. Later.